I was kind of kicking around the movie world for a while, and I didn't. Oh, do you have to translate back?
Yes.
Then I'll make the answers a little shorter. Anyway, I read the script, and I thought it was really great, but my agent's already passed on it. So I called Brian, and I said, congratulations, it's going to be really good, and you're going to find someone really fantastic to play that part. And he told me that he wrote it with me in mind, and I kind of thought about it some, and I thought this is better than a lot of the movie scripts that I'd been getting, so I signed on to do it, and I'm glad I did. I learned how to make pies at the beginning, but when you work on a television show, you don't have a lot of free time to make pies, so I haven't made many pies since. I learned how to make them at the beginning, and it's a different thing when you do movies than when you do a TV show. When you do movies, you can kind of get lost in a character, and you do kind of keep a little bit of anonymity, unless you're Brad Pitt. But Ned really sees death as nothing. It's black, and it's not a good thing at all. But you know, you should really appreciate your life. And one thing he learns in the course of the show is when he brings Chuck back to life, he comes back to life too, and he gets pulled out of the pie hole and on these adventures, and so yeah, it's about enjoying your life. And I would have a hard time playing it if it didn't keep me interested in it. And when I read the script, I kind of saw a character that I could live with for a while because he's got all these problems. He's never going to be comfortable with anything. It's always going to be him outside of his comfort zone, and it's funny. That's funny to play, and it gives me something to do as an actor. Otherwise, you're thinking, do I look pretty in front of the camera? And that's no good.
And he became obsessed with pies. It's 19 years, 34 weeks, 1 day and 59 minutes later, heretofore known as now. Young Ned has become the pie maker. And this is where he makes his pies.
Amelie was one of Brian's inspirations when he made the movie, when he put together Pushing Daisies. The narration on the show, the kind of colorful fairy tale, feel-good feel of the show.
The peaches never brown. The dead fruit in his hands becomes ripe with everlasting flavor, as long as he only touches it once.
Yes, in a room full of people, I'm going to give my deepest, darkest secret. I'm really bad at the who would I touch back to life, because I can't think of anything funny enough.
Olive often imagined there was an orchestra in her heart. Music, heard only by her, except when her heart broke open and it spilled out into the world.
When I walk on set with Kristen Chenoweth, that I've got to be smart, because she comes on the set with ideas, and she comes on the set with good jokes, and she's funny, and she tries things, and I've got to do this. You got to do the same. And with Shy McBride, he's always got something, good to do. There's no 20-year-old on the show who's thrilled that they're finally famous and gonna get a date. It's people who've been working for a while and have careers behind them and careers in front of them, and we're all kind of working together on this show for a little while, and grateful that we have a good material to work on. Well, we'll see how long Pushing Daisies lasts. I hope it lasts for a while. I have a great time making the show, and I love everyone I work with on it, and movies are always going to be there. There's always going to be a movie to do, and there'll be I have a few months off between seasons. And look, if Pushing Daisies lasts for more than 2 or 3 seasons, it's because it's a huge, huge, huge hit. And then I can do whatever movie I want. I hope. Unless people see me as a pie maker for the rest of my life. I think it'll be cheating if somehow we make it to the 5th season and there's a special trick. If I, hold my ear while I touch her, it's okay. No, it's not going to be like that. It's good. We have to keep the integrity of it. Does that answer your question? I don't know. We'll see.
Guess mine is not the first. Heartbroken, my eyes are not the first to cry. Not the first to know there's Just no getting over you. I'm hopelessly devoted. Excuse me. We're closed.